Okay, so early morning, we are here at City National Arena for the Vegas Golden Knights practice. Super fucking nice facilities here, man. Just, only the best for the Golden Knights, so it should be exciting times. And we're going to be headed to the game a little later tonight against the Edmonton Oilers. Should be a blast. Should be a good time. Go Knights, go. Holy shit, it's Panda. There we go, man. Panda. Ah! Let's go. Okay, so walking over to T-Mobile Arena right now as the Vegas Golden Knights will be facing Pacific Division rivals in the Edmonton Oilers. Yes, Connor McDavid is healthy. He has a new line mate in S.C.Y. Not sure if Robin Lehner is going to start today, but should be very curious to see what we see in the warm-ups. But yeah, huge points. We need to get wins, so let's go Knights, go. Ooh, I am out of fucking shape. Oof. All right, Toshiba Plaza, everybody. We got T-Mobile right behind me, and a lot of Edmonton fans. Holy shit! 99s and 97s everywhere. Should be a very interesting game, obviously, with Edmonton.
Big shout out to my homeboy.
We really need points, but hurting. Okay, holy fuck, got out of there. But yeah, prediction time. I think the Golden Knights might lose in overtime. I'm thinking 4-3 in the favor of the Edmonton Oilers. Something about our defense just doesn't seem right, and I think Connor McDavid and S.C.Y are gonna have like 2 fucking goals each. It's gonna be real sad, but hopefully I'm wrong. Hopefully I'm fucking wrong. Go Knights, go. So many new faces. Oh yeah, first intermission, motherfuckers, and the Knights are leading by 1-0. Max Pacioretty gets the goal. Edmonton is playing super fast. You got Connor McDavid, Leon Draisaitl, S.C.Y doing really well for himself. I mean, shout out to guys like Tyler Ennis and Green doing the fucking work, but hoping Vegas can keep this effort up. Shout out to Canada. Shout out to Canadians just singing their national anthem with so much heart and passion. Love it. Love it. But hopefully you lose. Clear that area. Clear that area.
With a prize tag.
This is Vegas!
Okay, motherfuckers, we are walking downstairs because we gotta get the fucking leg stretch in the second intermission. But hey, the Golden Knights are still leading 1-0. Absolutely dominant period by the Knights in the second. God, how fucking pathetic Edmonton look. I have no idea how that goes about with Draisaitl and McDavid, but Christ, they are blowing it big. Vegas puts up fucking 16 goddamn shots versus Edmonton's 5, so hopefully better effort from them. But also hoping the Golden Knights can get a shutout. That'd be fucking great. But yeah, I'm expecting some late game drama. Should be fun. Then back up because I don't know, walking around in circles is what I do. Kind of like how we make shit up as we go. But yeah, we're gonna be back in the arena. My seat should be fun. Maybe McDavid shows up.
Number 21, Nick!
First goal as a Knight. Let's go! Holy shit! Firing the goddamn t-shirt thing. T-shirt plus we've got. Oh shit! Oh goddamn! God, what?
Ladies and gentlemen, can I have your attention, please? I have a very important announcement to make. Let's go tonight. He's number 29. He's Marc-Andre.
So the real question everybody wants to know is, we know the video of you driving through the Krispy Kreme drive-in asking for donuts. So tomorrow are you going to go and pick up a dozen and enjoy them?
Congratulations on another big win. Marc-Andre, look at everybody. We're going back to Katy, Peru.
Edmonton gets shut out. Holy shit, how do you have Leon Draisaitl and Connor McDavid and can't fucking score? Unbelievable. I mean, Edmonton from the neutral is almost an absolute fucking joke today. Let me sit my old ass down here. But yeah, Jesus fucking Christ. Yeah, there you go, man. Woo! Edmonton sucked, but Vegas was fucking big dick, laying it out there. Felt good. Marc-Andre Fleury gets a shutout. Nick Cousins actually gets his debut goal for the Vegas Golden Knights, and God, I want to say it was. God, am I thinking Holden? Could be wrong. I know that the third goal scorer was there. I'm just too hyped from this fucking win. I mean, good lord, folks, we're just sitting here enjoying the goddamn win, and we'll see you out there. All right, so the third goal scorer was actually Shea Theodore for the Golden Knights. So yeah, Nick Cousins, Shea Theodore scoring the third period. Koskinen looked great all throughout the night, just had no fucking help from his defense nor offense. I mean, when you get shut out, you didn't fucking show up on either end of the board. So Vegas gets a huge win, 2 points in the division. I mean, I can't emphasize how big this win is, getting 2 points on the Edmonton Oilers. And yeah, good God, feels fucking good. Woo! So many people are leaving. Holy shit. Morning after, kids. Did you get your donuts? Because the Knights won 3-0 at home, T-Mobile Arena, inside the Fortress. And that big O for 3-0 maybe has to do with the new goalie coach. Yes, boys and girls, the Golden Knights have a new goalie coach in Mike Rosati, actually an assistant to the former coach, who, David Pryor, will be still with the Vegas Golden Knights organization, but operating from Ontario. So, yeah, that's a bit of note that was not really talked about a lot, but maybe had a hand in this game. Now, this is the thing. Trade deadline comes and goes on Monday. The Vegas Golden Knights made, a couple of big acquisitions. Obviously, the Robin Lehner trade was pretty huge, and Nick Cousins for a 4th round from Montreal, and he was wearing the number 21 for our boy Cody Eakin, who is now playing in Winnipeg, his hometown. And for the Knights, it wasn't anything new, really. I mean, you're bringing in Nick Cousins, who felt like a good, solid depth forward. And you see on the other side, Edmonton just plugging all these pieces in. Green, Ennis, and the biggest name, Athanasiou. The speed on speed with McDavid. How are they going to match up? Well, in the first period, we got an answer to that. Vegas takes a really early penalty, 1 minute and 15 seconds in. And holy shit, you just saw how crazy fast the Oilers were. They were zipping on through everywhere. And despite the fact that they had a lot of chances early on, especially being on the power play, Knights kill it. And immediately after, power play. Continued to just skulk around Edmonton's defense, but nothing done with that power play for the Vegas Golden Knights. And yeah, Vegas kept soaking up the pressure from Edmonton's speed and just aggression, but I was fucking worried. You had McDavid just flying off everywhere. Leon Draisaitl with his fucking crisp passes and shit. And you had Marc-Andre Fleury on the other side just blocking that shit like bad DMs. And yeah, it was Fleury carrying the Knights to hoping that they can do fucking something. And that something comes in the goal from Max Pacioretty. Yes, boys and girls, 16 minutes and 4 seconds in. Just about 4 minutes left to play in the first period. Patches actually skates it, the puck, from the neutral zone. Flies all the way past the defenseman and just nets it past Koskinen, who, I'm not going to lie, Koskinen in this game was pretty great. And honestly, Edmonton putting up 12 shots in this first period versus Vegas' 9 was really telling. They put every bit of fucking effort in that first period, and the speed was insane. And they were playing so much better than the Knights, but Knights net one in because of Fleury. I mean, Fleury was right there to make sure the Knights didn't shoot themselves in the foot. And so you move on to the second period, where now the Vegas Golden Knights look a lot better. They look like they're generating chances early. But at the same fucking token, the Edmonton Oilers came out flat in the second period. I couldn't believe what I was seeing. Just absolutely nonchalant. And McDavid, I swear, I think in this game, McDavid had 3 or 4 good chances where he skates the puck all the way from the neutral zone himself, actually even from defense, really, and passes 2-3 skaters easily because McDavid's that fucking good, and tries to get one on Fleury. But Fleury was ever so vigilant today, or last night, really. And his opponent in Koskinen also doing really well, especially in that second period. Just, good Lord, he was the only fucking reason why the Vegas Golden Knights were barely leading by 1 goal in the second period. And you felt, man, if this continues and Koskinen just keeps doing really well, I think it's going to be a real trouble for the Vegas Golden Knights. And the fact that you couldn't capitalize on another fucking power play was aggravating, right? You outshoot the shit out of the fucking Oilers, 16-5, and nothing comes in that period. So now you move on into the third period. Now you're thinking to yourself, okay, this game's way too close. The Vegas Golden Knights in the third period have a tendency to fuck up a lot. So you start worrying. You start, clenching your butthole real tight. And what do you fucking know? Edmonton starts coming out a bit hot. And Vegas goes on a penalty. Too many men on the ice. As soon as the third period starts. I will mention Marc-Andre Fleury's name way too much because he deserves to be mentioned way too much in a very positive way. Here's the thing. That penalty kill doesn't exist without Marc-Andre Fleury. Marc-Andre Fleury was sublime. Absolutely sublime. And that gave way to a power play opportunity immediately for the Vegas Golden Knights. Bear tripping, which Bear tripping has a weird, dad joke vibe to it. But Bear gets a tripping call, and on this power play, Vegas is able to fucking capitalize on a goal from number 21. Not this motherfucker, Nick Cousins. Nick Cousins. Oh my God. Nick Cousins scores on the power play goal. A shot from Martinez, and Cousins able to find that shot on the rebound, just past it, right past Koskinen, open net. First goal as a Vegas Golden Knight, and you just get that insurance goal. It was just, unbelievable. Unbelievable. At the same time, very believable, because this is what players do when they come to Vegas. They score on their fucking debut. It just happens. It just happens. I don't know why it does, but it just does. Okay? And once you accept that fact, you have to look on the other side and think, how the fuck is Edmonton this bad? I kept asking that question last night at the stadium watching this game, and I'm pretty sure I was right next to an Edmonton fan. And I kept talking to myself, like, how are they this bad? How are they this fucking bad? You have Draisaitl, you have McDavid, you have Nurse, you have Nugent Hopkins, you have all these guys. How are they this bad? And I thought, okay, you're up 2-0, Golden Knights. I expect a little fight back from Edmonton. I did. But Vegas didn't give a fuck if the Edmonton Oilers had fight in them or not. Like, they didn't. Shea Theodore just absolutely destroys any glimmer of hope in this game, right? I mean, really, it was actually Marc-Andre Fleury, but the goal itself was a huge insurance policy for the Golden Knights. And 9 minutes and 59 seconds in, it's straight off the faceoff. I can't tell you how amazing it is to see a goal off the faceoff. Okay, so Stas wins the faceoff. Alec Martinez gets a straight pass right to Shea Theodore, who blasts it for the fucking blue line. And boom. There goes Koskinen's night. Koskinen, who was having himself a pretty spectacular game by all accounts, was fucked because his team didn't bother showing up. Like, you have to understand. Yes, when a goalie concedes 3 goals, it's awful. It looks bad on the stat sheet. But when you watch the actual game, like I did last night at T-Mobile, Edmonton didn't show up. Like, nobody showed up in Edmonton. Koskinen should be a fucking 2-star or a 3-star in this goddamn game because he was the only goddamn Oiler that showed up that night. Unbelievable. And what was also more unbelievable was his counterpart in Marc-Andre Fleury on the other side with some unreal saves to keep this game scoreless for the Edmonton Oilers. And yeah, Vegas wins it. While Edmonton outshot Vegas 12-8 in that third period, Vegas shut them down. Vegas was able to, off the backs of Marc-Andre Fleury, completely shut down the Edmonton Oilers. To my big surprise, I said, okay, yeah, we're going into overtime, probably, and we're going to lose. That was the genuine thought process here at the Sky Lounge. But here's the thing. When your team members don't show up, you're going to have a bad time. I mean, whether that's hockey, whether that's your actual job, boys and girls. I mean, we've all had those coworkers who are just sitting around fucking rubbing one out. Not literally, but just wasting time dilly-dallying. And you're just left there doing your job and thinking, what the fuck? I'm doing all this shit. You motherfuckers aren't doing anything. And seriously, that has to be the thought process of Koskinen. 30 saves on 33 shots, a .909 save percentage. That save percentage does not do him justice. It doesn't just do justice of how well he played. Koskinen was the only fucking player that showed up in Edmonton. I want to emphasize that as much as possible because nobody showed up in Edmonton. Yeah, Connor had a couple of good shots in there, but he was fucking a non-factor. He was a damn non-factor. Leon Draisaitl, the near 100-point man, 0. Oh my God. It was a shock to me. It was a genuine shock to me because I'm thinking, all right, man, you guys are one of the top dogs in the Pacific. You've been fucking lights out since the beginning of the season. And yeah, I gotta say I'm a little disappointed at the effort. I really am. I thought with Connor McDavid, Leon Draisaitl, Athanasiou, all these new pieces that Edmonton was going to cause damage, but it was Vegas. It was Vegas that showed flat out how great they are. You know, I can talk about the offense. You know, Pacioretty actually gets the 3-star. Cousins gets the 2-star, which, I get Pacioretty getting the 3-star for the game winner, technically, the first goal, seeing else 0 goals on the other side. But I think Alec Martinez deserves a massive shout. I believe he had 2 points in this game. And one of those being a primary assist. He has been one of the best acquisitions for 2 second rounders. one of which we were stockpiling from fucking St. Louis. It's unbelievable. 2 second-rounders is what Alec Martinez costs, and Alec Martinez is thriving right now. If we get that in the playoffs, if we get to the playoffs, that's a big key year. It's going to be massive. It's going to be absolutely massive. But, of course, I could talk all these other guys, Cousins, Alec Martinez. I mean, hell, I can even talk about how unreal Mark Stone was. I mean, the way he just handled the puck and had the Edmonton Oilers just spinning around in their heads, it was unbelievable. But Marc-Andre Fleury, 29 saves on 29 shots. Perfect 100. Perfect 100. Where the entirety of this game was the Edmonton Oilers failing puck management in the neutral zone. Whenever there was a rare opportunity, the puck spilled into the defense. And, by the first period, I mean, there was a lot of those moments. But throughout the entirety of the game, where Edmonton, when they had an opportunity to attack on Fleury was outstanding. Fleury was just perfect. Just like the Shoutout record suggests. And an unimpressive 1 for 3 on the power play, which, I mean, you're lucky Edmonton didn't do jack shit on their power play. Shout out to the penalty kill for the Vegas Golden Knights. But I will say this right now, boys and girls. Having the Golden Knights, win out last night against a Pacific Division rival, right? Who are in the battle with us, right? In this whole fucking playoff race thing that we all want. I mean, we all clearly want to get to drink from Lord Stanley's cup. It's just curious to see how they just didn't show up yesterday. And as it stands right now, with 65 games played, the Vegas Golden Knights lead the Pacific Division at 78 points. Now, behind them is Vancouver at 74, Edmonton at 74, but Edmonton has played 64 games, where the Vancouver Canucks has played 62 games. So, the Pacific is only going to get crazier. Like, it is. I mean, it really is, because the lowest point tally that are in this playoff hunt race in the Pacific is Arizona. Arizona has been dropping like flies. 70 points in all right now. So Pacific Division intensity is going to heat up these next few weeks. And so for the Golden Knights to get the 2 points at home while giving nothing away was huge. Absolutely massive for the Golden Knights to take care of business. And you got another guest at home tomorrow, Friday, Buffalo Sabres. Now, Wayne Simmons is going to be the new name. Other than that, I mean, Buffalo has had this nice win streak and possibly, a spot in the playoffs. But, yeah, the Vegas Golden Knights really need to take care of business at home. I mean, I hope they can keep this win streak going. I mean, it sits at 7 right now. If we can get another win on their belts, that would be fan-fucking-tastic. So, boys and girls, that does it for me. Follow me at the Sky Lounge on all the links in the description below. Like, comment, subscribe for more daily content. Go Knights, go! Get your goddamn donuts!